You know, when I first read your question, I thought I would have a bit of a hard time answering it. However, it had just occurred to me. A little while back, I had purchased the PlayStation Portal. The concept is neat. Okay, hold on. Before you start dogging on me for buying this, let me explain. I had a little bit of extra cash lying around and I found this on sale for 75% off. Anyway, with all that being said, the concept is neat. You can effectively play your PlayStation 5 away from home. However, with it being a remote play device, it requires internet. But that's not the main problem. Since it's a remote play device, the latency delay between the controls and the gameplay, it's horrendous. Like, I'm not joking when I say this, it genuinely feels like there's a 1 full second latency delay between the controls and the gameplay. That's not good. Why are your videos so peak? Okay, look, that means a lot for me to hear, and it makes me so happy whenever I hear stuff like that, or read stuff like that being directed towards me, of all people. Okay, but to answer the question, I just tend to put in a lot of time and effort into the videos I make, and I make sure it hits right with the audience that would be watching the video. You know, I make sure the videos are worth your while and worth your time. The most recent example I can think of this happening is with the development of the Final Fantasy VII plush adaptation we have in the works right now. I can say for certain, yeah, okay, look, as a filmmaker, the series has exceeded my expectations so far. If you're a fan of the Final Fantasy VII video game, I can guarantee you, it'll be worth your while. It will be worth your time. But yeah, thank you so much for the question. Yeah. I mean, I suppose, but out of everything that I'm looking forward to, I have to say that Sonic Movie 4 is probably the thing that I'm least excited for. I mean, I never really enjoyed the Sonic movies that much. I don't think they're bad movies, but I don't think they're as peak as people say they are. I'm sure Sonic Movie 4 will be a fine movie though. What's your favorite plush that's not Sonic or Final Fantasy related? This guy right here, my 2009 Sene Mario plush. He looks extremely rough. I mean, well, anyway, this is the Mario plush that I use in a lot of the Mario plush videos, and the reason why I choose him is because I got him in 2009, and he's probably one of the very first plushies that I've ever owned. Well, aside from, you know, the average teddy bear or something like that. But yeah, because I've owned him for so long, I hold like a deep, profound connection with this plush in particular. How do you breathe? What do you mean? Okay, look, listen, I really do hope you found the advice you were looking for, because I'm not sure if I can offer anything that would be of use to you. So you're on your own. Good luck, bud. Then again, you sent this reply around 9 hours ago, so the likelihood of you still being alive is pretty slim, so I'm not even sure why I took the time out of my day to respond to this. Rest in peace to the homie, everybody. Why does your voice sound like Deku but lower? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm even qualified to be talking about this, but I have something that I like to call a mid-tone baritone voice. I'm not necessarily a bass, but I'm not necessarily a tenor either, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe it's the way I pronounce a lot of my words. I tend to overemphasize my R's, for an example. You know, it's funny, I've had a lot of people in the past tell me I sound somewhat like Deku. I can't imagine why. I guess it's just a thing. Well, okay, thank you for your question. Hopefully my answer was satisfying. Will you do more piano live streams? Yeah, sure. You know, I've been considering it. However, the reason why I haven't done one in a while is because, well, I don't really have a lot of free time anymore because of work and editing and whatnot. But yeah, if I do have the time, yeah, for sure, of course I'll do another one. Can a donkey beat a turtle in a race? Okay, look, let it be known, the person that made this comment is the same person that was asking how to breathe earlier. So let's establish that. What are these questions? Hey, glad to hear that you're still alive. Anyway, to answer the question, I don't know, go find one and ask them.